Good day, happy travelers. Today we are talking about excursions and we're talking about going to ports. And the next port that we need to talk about today is Scarborough on the island of Tobago in the country of Trinidad and Tobago. So, the first thing I like to do when I'm thinking about being at a port of call, when I'm looking at excursions, is what can I do for free? Am I being dumped off into a touristy area or am I being dumped off into a industrial area? So here in the world, really close to South America here, we got Trinidad and Tobago. We like to, zoom in, and I see Scarborough right there appearing on the map. Give myself a nice little orientation here. And the reason I like doing this is as the excursions start to pop up, because over here you got the excursion list. So you got, if I sort by Scarborough, I'll be on the Jewel of the Seas, December 23rd through the 30th of this year in Royal Caribbean. And this is the third stop. So so we got Scenic, we got Pigeon Point. Looks like I can go put my hands on some cocoa, hang out with some birds, Little Coast, Mount Irvin. Okay, so and the reason I like just looking at the map is if I'm at Pigeon Point, ta-da! All right, so we know Scarborough is probably somewhere in here. Nope, it says right there Scarborough. And I think I see a cruise ship right there, even at this high level. I know that it's not too far away. If the scale here it says about 2 miles. Looks like it might be about 10 miles away, maybe a little further, hard to tell. All right, let's zoom in a little bit more. A little bit more still. Yeah, that's definitely a cruise ship. And yesterday I mentioned if you're doing the Jewel of the Seas and you're doing Trinidad one day and Tobago the next, some cruise companies you get to do Trinidad and Tobago, but you're only in one island. If you miss your port of call for whatever reason, there's a little ferry. So just don't miss this one because it's a little further up to St. Vincent, which is I believe the next day. All right. So here we are. Here we are. So we're zooming in, and it looks like this dock serves a couple purposes. One, yes, there is some industry, a little bit of cargo here, which makes sense. It is a dock. Looks like you get off the ship, and this is the duty free area. And if we zoom in a little bit more, yeah, duty free. There's a taxi stand. There's a clock. If I click that, it might show me a picture. It does not today. Does not today show me a clock. But I like this. Instead of seeing, tax duty and export shops, I'm seeing barbecue. I'm seeing a lounge, a dessert parlor, ice cream, some boutiques. It looks like some shopping can be done in here. Pharmacy, if you need your seasick patches, this might be if you forgot them, you ran out, you lost them, they fell in the pool. These typically are your best chance to get them. Risk and reward, be careful. I'm not saying that it's safe. I'm not saying that it's not safe. I'm just saying that there might be something there. Some cake. So this all the way down here. You are going to get some sugar. You're going to be living the dream here. Looks like a little place for people to park their cars. And more little shops here. Whole bunch of little shops here to do some stuff. Oh, and hey, look at this. And I love Tobago signs. So yeah, they definitely meant for you to walk this area right here. Yeah, you can take a picture there and you got the sea in the background and a little bit, and then go do some fitness. All right, so we know that there's a nice little place for us to stretch our legs and shop, and it looks very touristy. Next thing is there a beach within walking distance? To my right, does not appear to be a beach to my walking distance. Let's go to the left. I wouldn't call that a beach in a matter of speaking. All right, so what I've discovered is no beach area at this high level of an overview here. So, ta-da! Now we get to go shop for excursions. I don't really have reviews here to consider, but it is offered through Royal Caribbean, and we'll just take it for face value here. So if I want a beach day, and that's kind of what I'm looking for, it looks like I have a couple options. If I want to go see Tobago, drive around, take a look at the sights, I can do that. hang out with a waterfall, get a selfie, do it for the gram, waterfall, put my hands in some cocoa, birds, and Little Tobago. Get to that could be a interesting item. And warning, my cruise is about 4 months away from now, and I'm already running into some items that are sold out. Mount Irvin Beach Break. All right, so here I got my options that the cruise line is providing me, and as you know, I am 98% of the time going to either do the free option, walk through the city, or do something that the cruise line offers. Only under times where like St. Martin, if the Maho Beach, I really wanted to be at the airport, would I do something not offered by the cruise line? So I will search Scarborough here. This is Viator, a nice little third-party site. TripAdvisor also offers things. And the reason I do this is not necessarily to buy something, but to see if I can't find a review for something to do. So, for example, one of the things up here was the Pigeon. So I'm going to Pigeon Point. Let's go up here, hit Control F. Pigeon. There we go. Pigeon Point. Okay, it only one item here mentions Pigeon Point. So I'm really going to be out on a limb on what I can do here. Let's go Pigeon. Now we're going to leverage Google here. Pigeon Point Beach Express. All right, TripAdvisor has some stuff. Look, hey, look at this right here. 4.5 stars. So now I know that this is something that is certainly worth doing. This is the power of Google. So if you don't like what I'm covering here and you think that there's something for you to that you want to vet out, or a new excursion pops up, this is how I find out if something's worth doing or not. It's the numbers. There's 85 things to do in Tobago. This is number 7, and a lot of people left reviews. So that's good, and it's right where I thought it would be. Beautiful beach. It's a tourist trap. So it is. That's not entirely surprising to hear. So nice day at the beach. I'm reading good things here. I'm getting a good vibe. All right, cool. So I'll go back over here to my other screen and let's take a look. What about Argyle? All right, we'll go back. What was the name? Argyle Waterfalls. Here we go. Argyle Waterfalls. 700 reviews. Very good rating. Nice little trail. And when you Google this, you're trying to figure out, people's thoughts. Is it long? Is it strenuous? Is it accessible? If that's important to you. An amazing hidden retreat, beautiful falls, even in low water times. First experience, people appear to really enjoy it. I suppose underwhelmed. We made our own entrance to the falls, paid $7. Overall, it was, if you live in the UK, a lot of better waterfalls. I mean, it's an island, if the terrain isn't too terribly mountainous, perhaps that is, I like to see what the people are saying. All right, cool. So let's go back. Is there anything else? Cocoa Discovery. I did that in the Dominican Republic. Not much of a. Oh, here we go. Windward Coast and Little Tobago. All right, I definitely want to take a look at that because that, I like Big Tobago, I guess, right? Windward Coast and Little Tobago, right there. Here we go. There's it looks like somebody offers a travel guide. What to know before you go. Little Tobago, Northeast. Here we go. TripAdvisor again. 133 reviews. And mostly, this is on the little island. I guess there's 19 things to do. This is number 2. Let's see what people are saying here. A hidden gem. We visited Little Tobago. What a beautiful little island. Prehistoric paradise. I like prehistoric paradises, I guess. If you like birds, I guess there's birds there. I wouldn't have known that. Best tour in Tobago. Interesting, but I wish I'd seen more birds. Bring some bread. No, I'm just kidding. You probably don't want to feed the birds. I'm sure that's a little vacation humor. We don't advocate feeding the real animals. Typically, they don't like that. All right, worth the long drive, but don't bother. Oh, don't snorkel there. I'm a snorkeler. If you see my other videos, I talk about snorkel. All right, cool. So I now have a pretty calibrated idea of what to expect and if it's something I want to invest in. And the last thing I want to do is Mount Irvin Beach. So we're going to Google that, Mount Irvin Beach, and it's already popping up. TripAdvisor, 108, 4.5. I guess everybody that goes to this island must love it because nobody's like super grumpy, except for that one person that wasn't happy with the amount of nature that they could see. They were pretty upset about that. Nah, I get it. You want to see birds? You want to see birds. Great beach for the family. That's good. I have a family. Picnic tables, changing rooms. Good information coming from here. All right. And they were just there a few months ago. Good facilities. Very close. All right, cool. So I have now everything that I'm thinking about doing. I'm now armed with information I need to go back to the committee, my family, and have a good discussion on what we think we need to do. And I always like to close out by looking at the map. Let's see if we can find Little Tobago. Like, where would Little Tobago be? Is this Little Tobago? Nope, that's Sister Rocks. Where would... I'm hoping... so I noticed that the beach at Pigeon Point is located like on the west side over here, which makes sense. Here's Mount Irvin, so we saw that as an excursion. No Man's Land. Oh, there's Nylon Pool from Pigeon Point. We saw that in the review. It makes sense that that's over here because this is the west side and the waves are probably pretty rough over here on the east side. So that makes a tremendous amount of sense. Oh, hey, Little Tobago. Ta-da. Wow, it's over there on the east side. I guess snorkeling wouldn't be super good. All right, well, I've done my due diligence for today. I've looked at stop number 3. And I've accomplished my goal. I hope you've accomplished your goal. I'm more informed about the island of Tobago, my stop at Scarborough. And if there's something you want to see, feel free to leave a comment about it. And I'll take a look at it. But I feel pretty good. I can walk off the ship, go shopping. I can't walk off the ship and go swim. Well, I suppose I could. It's not designed to go swimming. The water's always there, so you can't swim. It doesn't look like I should swim. But it wouldn't be too heavy of a lift to end up at Pigeon Point and see what I can do. All right, until the next video, travel safe.